Okay, Two Spears is here. Okay, this time I'm going to talk about my goal is to simplify things because a lot of time when you watch the news, when you watch podcasts, they talk about things that have no relevance to your life. And I'm talking about regular folks, and it doesn't help. So I just want to clarify things. So when you listen to the news, when you listen to a lot of podcasts, they talk about the major problems of the world. So the major problems of the world are, for instance, climate change, peace in the world, hunger, recession, inflation, war, democracy. So you hear about these topics all the time, but it doesn't solve your personal problems, okay? And I wanted to encourage people to focus on your personal problems instead of focus on problems that you cannot solve them, okay? These problems, you can't solve these problems. These are major problems, and you should let to the leaders to really focus or to care about them. But as a regular Joe, you don't want to waste your time on this. You may have a general idea of what's going on to be a little bit informed, but in terms of your daily life, your daily struggles, and it doesn't have any relevance. And unfortunately, the reason I say that is because a lot of people are going, especially Americans, are living paycheck to paycheck, and it's a struggle. And I think my goal is trying to see if we can focus on things that we can solve instead of really focusing on things that most of them are abstract, and most of them they don't really solve your own problems. Okay, so instead of focusing, maybe we should focus on your personal finance. Okay. So, focusing on your ability to provide for your family, okay, to be able to pay for the school, to pay for food, and to pay your rent. These are the problems that the regular Joe should really care about, and worrying about the major problems, it doesn't really solve your little problems. So let's say small problems. So we should focus on our small problems to make life easier for us. Because if we focus on the bigger problems, we cannot solve those problems. Okay, then we are lost. Then we are confused. All right, and I think, as in French we say, la charité bien ordonnée commence par soi-même. Donc, charity starts at home. So you should start with the small problems, your personal problems, like paying rent, or paying for school for the kids, providing food. And if you are not in position to provide those, you have difficulties, then you have to find ways to improve your earning potential, to improve how can you make, let's say, more money in order to be able to solve your small problems. So we should focus on those issues instead of really instead of being bombarded by the news, by the podcast, by everybody else, to worry about the problems that we have no control over, okay, and we have little to do with it. So these are my few takes. If you have a different perspective, there's always somebody has a different perspective. You can comment, and I'll be able to respond. Thank you.